Hi, my name's Jane Relin, and I'm pleased that I'm going to be offering a course this spring called Caring for Your Aging Parent. It'll be a two-session course on April 11th and April 18th from 1 to 4 in the afternoon, and the course will be in person. To tell you a little bit about me and why I'm teaching about caring for your aging parent, I'm a retired social worker and a geriatric mental health specialist. For 30 years, I was a care manager helping people with health and mental health problems and their families. Much of my time was spent working directly with people whose health was failing, but my primary interest has been working with the families that support them. So in this process, I have mostly seen adult children who are concerned about an aging parent. So it seemed like it was worth it to put together this course for those who have this coming up in their lives. In the first session of the class, we'll look at the signs that your parent may need help. And then also what options are available to provide for them the help that they need. For example, if your parent can no longer drive safely, what's their option about getting to doctor's appointments or to meetings that they might have besides you? So I'll plan to give you concrete information about available services, but I'll also discuss what these new responsibilities might mean for the adult child. Because if you're helping someone with an essential task, that makes you a caregiver. And we'll talk about what it means to be a caregiver. Are you going to need to balance care for your parent with care for your own growing family? How can you keep down the stress of having someone depend on you and keep the energy up to be able to do it and enjoy it? So in the second session, we'll be talking about things that make caregiving hard. This will be a more personal session because we might be addressing things that could be embarrassing to some folks. So what I'm going to ask in that session is that anything said in class be held confidential, and we can get into kind of nitty-gritty problems. Is your parent resistant to help? One of the things that we'll talk about in that second session is resistance. We'll spend a fair amount of time discussing that because I think it's the most frequent complaint I hear about from adult children. By and large, adult children are concerned and they want their parent to be safe. And by and large, the parent wants the children to leave them alone. So what do you do if the parent doesn't want your help, but you're concerned about them? Now, all families are different and everything's going to depend on your family and your circumstances. But I'll tell you about what kind of problems I've seen in families with a dependent adult. Sometimes it's a problem between siblings who have different expectations about what must be done. Then I'm also going to talk about different ways that older people can be difficult for their children. Like in some families, communication's always been a problem in the family and never been clear. In other families, there may be an alcohol problem or depression that gets in the way of easy caregiving. And then finally, in that class, I'll explain about the different options that are available to you if your parent truly is unsafe but will not allow help. And this will include things like powers of attorney and guardianships. Now that I've been negative, I don't mean to say that caregiving is all bad or all difficult. We have to acknowledge that caregiving for an aging parent may be one of the most rewarding things that's ever happened in the relationship. Caregiving brings you closer and may really raise you in the esteem of your parent. But it can also be a drain, and we need to know how to do that best. So if you're someone concerned about an aging parent, I hope to see you in class.